All right. Test.
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 5, 4, 3.
I'll be back. That's what we told you when we left. And sure enough, we're back. That is correct. So many people have spoken those words. By the way, Millennial Nick, bro host Zennial Dean, Gen X Brian here as well. Many people have spoken those words. You might say they're quite quotable. Quotable from very popular movie. Well, that's just exactly what we're here to talk to you about in this third and final segment this evening. Quotable movies, famous movie quotes, things of that nature. What are some that have stuck with us? We'd be very interested if you're listening along in hearing your comments on what's of some that have stuck with you as we go around the table here and talk about it.
I ain't reading shit. I don't care what comment.
Well, I'd like to know what you out there would figure is some of your favorite quotable movies. So, what are some stick out to you guys? Like, I mean, what are we going Mount Rushmore format here? We doing our first go around here? Okay,
Mount Rushmore of quotable movies for you.
Okay, cool. So let's start with Brian then. Brian, why don't you get us kicked off here?
We're doing the whole list. Is that what we're doing? The whole Mount Rushmore? Then the next person? Or we're going around?
I don't care.
This is your baby. You
usually
it.
You make the rules. I don't know. Let's just go. You can list them all.
He's just a mouthpiece. This is your idea.
I could just bring us back from break, and I read what was on the cue card, and now we're here.
I just say words.
There's not a thing that tells me what to say.
I'll give you my list. That's what we'll do. That's what we normally do. That's right. For Mount Rushmore, I'll give you my full list, and we'll go to the next person here.
That'd be good. Okay.
Sorry for the added stress, young Nick. So in no particular order, so my top 5 quotable movies. So these would be movies where I use a lot of quotes in normal life. They just come up at random in certain scenarios. I mean, I got Caddyshack. That might be my first. I absolutely love that movie. I don't play a lot of golf either.
It's in the hole.
Yeah, there's so many quotes there. Just if I set foot around a golf course, it's 1,000 Caddyshack quotes will be used for sure. And there's other quotes in that movie as well that are just hilarious. I can't say enough about that movie. I just love it. The Blues Brothers from 1980, John Belushi and Danny Aykroyd were on a mission from God. There's so many other ones there in that movie as well. Animal House. Tons from that movie. Tombstone. I find myself using a lot of Tombstone quotes, often imitating Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. Well, you got to overlap. It's okay.
No, I didn't even have on the list. Like, there's so many, and I can't believe that was one that's not on the list.
Yeah.
Was it on your original list of 20 or whatever that you had?
No, that's why I'm pissed.
Oh, okay.
And way up there, another one quotable for me, one of Nick's favorite movies of all time, Airplane. So many quotes from Airplane, just mainly like the cockpit scenes.
You can't be serious.
Really can't be serious. You ever seen a grown man naked? All that stuff, just hilarious stuff.
That's not even from the movie. He's asking you guys right now.
And you've come to the right place.
And all those movies there, no surprise. I mean, these are all like, that's right, funny. Late 70s, most of these are late 70s, early 80s, with the exception of Tombstone. So, as a kid, these are all movies on cable. Growing up, I'm just young teen,
impressionable, trombone playing, mullet-headed fella.
That's right. Watching these movies over and over again with my friends, and just learning the movies, and I could almost recite a lot of these when I watch them. So great fun, great memories. And
Did teenage Brian love sad movies so he could go wah wah wah?
Guys, it's my cue. Let me brush my mullet back.
Been waiting all movie for this. Here we go.
No, I did not. But
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
wah, wah, wah.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead,
Who's
D.
next? I'm next. Okay. I've got actually 2 lists, so I'm going to go with my first one here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did a lot here. Major League.
Yep.
I mean,
Great movie.
Great movie, so quotable. You tell me Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Yeah.
Come on. Harris alone is quotable throughout that movie. Hot Shots.
Okay.
It was a lesser of the slapstick known movies, at least, but still so goddamn funny. Charlie Sheen breaking out as a slapstick genius. And then in the same vein, we'll go the king of slapstick, The Naked Gun.
Yeah.
What is this? Some sort of bust? Yes, it's very impressive.
Yeah.
And he was assaulted with a concrete dildo. Yes.
Nice beaver. Sorry, go ahead.
Thanks. It just had it stuffed. And the one that gets me, same scene where he says, nice ankle bracelet. Oh, did that fall down there again? As a kid, and even now, I don't know where the fuck the ankle bracelet was. But I loved it. Fucking loved it. Maybe that might be like number 1. Jesus. But then I'm going to go number 4. And it's not a comedy. It's just who doesn't know this, especially on this podcast. And I'm going to cheat and say all 3. We're going the original Star Wars trilogy. Very quotable.
Yep.
And then number 5, this was very hard. I had a lot to choose from, but I think on my top 5 here, I'm going to go Forrest Gump. Who doesn't constantly, you know what I mean? Like different scenarios in your life. It's between run, Forrest, run, when you just see somebody running by you, especially in that era when it came out in the 90s. Life is like a box of chocolates. You know what I mean? It's just throughout the whole 8 hours of that fucking movie, very quotable. So
I can't tell you how many times, and I've not even seen the movie the whole way through, but like I just felt like running. Like it's just like you just
right. That's what I'm saying.
Like it's just
that proves the point. It's like you haven't even seen it, and it's quotable to you. That's a quotable fucking movie.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
Luke, I am your father. Somebody that's never seen Star Wars knows that line.
Right. Except he didn't say that.
I know. Mandela effect, motherfucker. He said it.
I am your father.
He said Luke. And in the timeline I remember, he said Luke. So, Nick, what is your Mount Rushmore of most quotable movies?
All right. Well, I'm going to start. I don't know. Is this actually might be in
all 5 timeline? Goddamn jingle all
in
the
order.
Way.
In order. No.
Damn it.
So starting with my earliest one back here, Weird Science. It was probably 86, 85. I don't know what 84. But Weird Science, like, is just we've discussed it on the show. It's one of my all-time favorites. Just so many parties over, said the girl, and just all these little things, and it's just stupid stuff that just these little lines that were, I don't know, so quotable and different things that were said.
85.
Chet 85. Okay. So Chet was just incredible in it and everything, and
oh my god,
yeah. Jesus Christ, would you cover yourself? Like just so many things. But yeah, Weird Science is on there.
You two donkey dicks couldn't get laid in a morgue.
Which is so odd. Don't donkey dicks have like large penises?
There's a funny line. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, Weird Science. I've also got The Big Lebowski. If you've ever been bowling, you at the very least, even now, I'm a person that tries not. There's like it's so cliche that I try not to make every time I'm bowling about The Big Lebowski. However,
it's hard to do.
Every time,
kind of like golf,
someone steps over the line. How do you not scream over the line?
Right.
So it's just that's one of those. And there's tons of them in there. I mean, there's so many great parts. Yeah, I got buddies that died face down in the muck. So this fucking whore, can owe money all over town.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah. Probably my favorite line in the whole movie is when he goes, "Life does not stop and start at your convenience, you miserable piece of shit." Like, Steve Buscemi starts talking, and he's like,
"Okay,
Nick, they're always telling me to shut up."
Nick, real quick, I'm sorry, I need to interrupt this before I forget. I didn't know you were that big of a fan of that movie.
Oh yeah.
You know how we went to see It's a Wonderful Life in the big screen?
Yes, yeah.
Big Lebowski's coming in February.
Oh, fantastic! That would be cool.
Yeah, I will let you guys. We'll talk offline, but we're going to
absolutely
see it.
Love that movie. Yeah. So that's definitely one that's up there for me. Another one, Wayne's World. I love Wayne's World. That actually, of all of these movies, like Wayne's World is one of those ones I could recite from the very first line to the close. I mean, I've seen it so many times, and it still just makes me laugh to this day. There are so many amazing lines, and every time he drives past the guitar, "It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine." Like, I say that about stuff all the time.
You're gonna spew into this.
Yeah, I actually just said that to Oliver the other day too. He looked like he was gonna throw up. I was like, So yeah, definitely Wayne's World's up there.
Sorry, I can keep going. You're right. It's fucking quotable as shit.
There are tons. Also, another favorite part is the Alice Cooper part, where he's like they're backstage after the concert.
We're not worthy. And then he goes through the Indian monologue.
Yeah. Milwaukee originally came from this, which means the good land. I was not aware of that. Yeah, it's just such a good movie. Also, I've got Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore is another just incredible comedy. Honestly, I could probably put a good 3 or 4 Adam Sandler movies up on the list for me.
Sure.
But Happy Gilmore takes the cake. It's not only is it my favorite, it's just one of the ones that stuck with me and that I tend to throw out lines from all the time. And then my last one.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No. Yeah. And then lastly, obviously I can't believe this one wasn't on your guys' list. Who could forget Jingle All the Way with such lines as "It's a terrible time" and "Put that cookie down now." Another one, beginning to end.
Are people going to actually see this in the theaters? Was that in the movie?
Yes. So that's my top 5.
Very good. Do you have any honorable?
I think our honorable mention should be a round robin thing. Okay. Go around one at a time.
That's fine.
Brian, let's start with you.
Them. Yeah, one of my honorable mentions, Nick, was word science.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go. Yep. Dean?
My honorable mention starts with Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. So
he said come again.
Yes.
He said come again.
Drink.
Used in many conversations.
Moonlight Graham. So, Nick, what's your honorable mention first?
I'm going to keep the Arnold train rolling and just say Terminator. Hasta la vista, baby. I'll be back. Like, there's all,
it's not the first time you've said that.
Many quotable lines. I'll be back.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. So, Ryan? Definitely Terminator.
I had Star Wars. You already mentioned. So it's obviously tons and tons of lines.
I'm going to go. This is going to be the first cartoon on said list of any of ours. Aladdin. With Robin Williams as a genie. I don't know about you guys, but I could recite the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's
not
a good
just the songs, but the dialogue as well. So
yeah,
Aladdin's on my list.
Absolutely. Never saw it. How about that?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's very surprising.
What?
Well, that's the era before I had no young kids around.
Yeah,
it's still something you should have shown Peyton as a good parent.
Yeah, I did show her all the Star Wars and Marvel movies.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah. And the entire Scream library, and I'm kidding. No, I didn't show her that stuff.
Carter just asked me the other day, Dad, would I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I'm like, yeah, let's find out.
Yes.
You're 11. You can see it. Shit. Let's do it. So we're going to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
There you go. Okay.
Who's next?
Go ahead.
I'll keep the cartoon train rolling. South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. Same as you, Dean, with the Aladdin thing. Not only can I sing you all the songs, but there's just so many great lines in the movie. Just incredible movie. I probably saw that movie a little bit younger than I should have, but it was just fantastic.
What?
Well, no, not probably not. It would have come out in like '98.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was like 10. So that's fine.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Brian?
I'm blessing your ribs. He's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's fine. It's all right. It's cool.
I had Naked Gun as another honorable mention.
Yep.
So again, already mentioned here. So yep.
I'm going to go with Back to the Future.
Okay.
I mean, every line. I mean, you're watching this, you're saying it over in your head. You know what I mean? It's from every character, Butthead to hey, you, get your damn hands off her. Oh, Biff, I didn't know it was you. All right, so, yeah, Back to the Future.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Right. It's leave, Butthead.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Nikolai?
I've got Austin Powers written down as an honorable mention as well. Austin Powers, when it came, I mean, really take your pick.
Every
first
middle
two
school
for me
kid
specifically.
Yep.
Yeah, but Austin Powers definitely. I mean, the jokes were, at the time, like you said, at the time it came out, and my adolescence, absolutely Austin Powers.
Absolutely.
Any
100%.
others?
That was what I had. So go ahead.
I've got a couple. Mm-hmm. I've got Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Wow.
Merely a flesh wound.
Did you just see this for the first time recently?
I did, but I've known all the quotes. Like as I'm watching it for the first time, I know all these quotes from like every fucking kid in middle school.
Okay.
Reciting them throughout my childhood.
Well, that's like Airplane. I mean, never having seen it, I'd heard a bunch of the jokes before just because they were so popular and have been carried on for so long that they almost became a cliche in and of themselves, the same way as like Monty Python, and the Holy Grail. A lot of you've just heard those things. You maybe didn't know where they came from, but you've heard them for so long.
I fought in your general direction. And then my last one. My original last one, Tombstone, definitely is up there for me. But a classic, Wizard of Oz. I mean, even if you don't use it every day, everybody can quote that movie.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
not real funny or spectacular, but that's the last one on my list.
I wrote some down that I think are maybe the most, some of the biggest quoted movie lines.
Sure.
Maybe not the whole movie necessarily.
I like this.
Obviously,
that's impressive.
I Am Your Father is one of the big ones there. I also put the Say Hello to My Little Friend from Scarface. That's a big one. That's just, even if you've never seen those movies,
Say hello to my little friend.
You know how it's said, the cadence, what it's from, and it's just kind of lives on its own. For so very long, back in 2006 maybe that this movie came out, when Borat first came out, there wasn't anyone on the face of the earth who wasn't walking around going, very nice. Whether they could do it well or not, everybody just did the Borat thing for a while. Right. So that was a pretty popular one on its own. And then, of course, like, Austin Powers, just the yeah, baby, the whole do I make you Randy? Do I, that whole thing with Austin Powers was a big one. And then, obviously, like, I'll be back, the Hasta La Vista, like there's a couple of those big ones that are just very synonymous with pop culture in Terminator and stuff like that. So, any other, you guys have any, maybe famous, just quoted movie lines that stand out for you guys?
I'll give you one from Goodfellas, just popped in my head there. The whole Joe Pesci rant to, what am I, funny like a clown?
Funny to you laugh, dude. Yeah.
Terrific. Yeah. There's tons. Go ahead.
No, I don't have right off the top of my head. I didn't know we were going to do those, so I didn't.
That's okay.
Yeah, I didn't know how many ways this would go, so I wrote down some of those as well. But yeah,
that's good to follow up on more too.
Like everything else, you go both ways, so that's good.
That's right. Absolutely, I'm here to appeal to all if I can.
That's right.
You got this. Frankly, I don't My Dear, I Don't Give a Damn, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
that
right.
Nick did a terrific job with Adam Sandler imitating that one. Play It Again, Sam. All that stuff. There's so many quotes we could think about. It's probably another good segment to do it on a future episode, honestly. The best movie quotes of all
because
time.
that could even be branched off into misquoted. Like I said, Luke, I'm your father.
The Darth Vader,
Play It Again, Sam is not what he said in the movie, but it is quoted that way through a lot of people. So there are a lot of those quotes that people misquote on a regular basis. So
okay,
yeah, we can do a segment like that.
Yeah, I like it. All right, guys. Well, another famous quote is now come to another episode of Convincing Idiots. So, Dean,
good
suggestions
night, sweetheart.
Well,
yeah. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Suggestions for
our outro.
Sorry, I couldn't stop thinking about where I should get my next tattoo at, and I couldn't think of any place. So,
that's right. Yes, it would be good to mention.
You have one?
Do you have a suggestion, Brian?
Oh, wow, This is convenient.
Oh,
yeah. Perhaps you get a tattoo
convenient
of a famous quote or a Marlon Brando saying "Play It Again, Sam," which would be, kind of a weird thing because it's not really what he said. I heard that somewhere.
He wasn't even in the movie.
Yeah.
He was in Apocalypse Now.
Oh, how about that? So if you're looking for those type of ideas, why don't you check out our friends at Golden Heart Tattoo in the Norton, Ohio area. Find them on Facebook at Golden Heart Norton. Give them a call at 234-706-2982. And their website is goldenhearttattoos.com. So they do great work there. They've done work on all of us. And going to do more work on me this year. I'm going to continue to get more Twilight Zone themed tattoos and different things. So from Scott to Oswald, do great work. So go check them out if you're in the Northeast Ohio area. And thanks for the save there, Dean.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I'm going through some of these quoted movies, trying to think if there's anything that caught my mind. Well, the one that I wanted to go to is in your misquote. You said Marlon Brando did Play It Against Him. It was a Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Again, Sam. But I don't think Nick would know who Humphrey Bogart is, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard the name, but I don't know what's going on there. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick, what is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote.
And again, you've already done Arnold.
Probably when Brian says, "Nick, why don't you tell the people where to find us?" Because that means the show's coming to an end, and that means
I'm trying to get a voice out of you here, bud.
Let's see here. I don't know. Most of the things that I've written down have been done before. Geez.
Geez, you mean like Jesus? You mean like you should do it like a evangelical
I'm gonna do
preacher?
it. That's it. Nope. I'm just gonna do it like Jesus.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Sit back, relax.
My children, here is where you can find us. No, it's no good. It's not fun. It's not fun. This is more fun. If you want to find Convincing Idiots, you will all come and flock. You will follow me to our Convincing Idiots link tree. All you have to do is type, that's right, oh Lord Jesus, find the computer. Bam, there it is. Get your computer in front of you. You're going to get that keyboard on. You feel it. The Lord has put it in your hands. You can feel the keys under your fingers. Oh, you're going to type in LINK-T, Jesus. Jesus. E, Jesus. Give me a last E, Jesus. Oh, yes. Convincing Idiots link tree. And they're going to take you to everywhere to keep you in touch with your lords and saviors on Convincing Idiots on all of their social media platforms. You could also find that information. It is a long journey, my brothers and sisters. But if you follow us through the weeds and the muck of the internet, and you go to convincingidiots.wordpress.com. Jesus, he is going to lead you there. And there you will find all of that information, and you will no longer be lost in the depths of the evil interwebs that Satan has put before you. You will find your way to Convincing Idiots website. So for another episode of Convincing Idiots, my brothers and sisters, you have been saved by the one and only Millennial Nick.
And whoa, Zennial Dean. Praise Jesus.
Gen X Brian, hallelujah.
Have we convinced you to turn your life around today, brothers and sisters?
Oh, praise Lord.
Start on the right track and join us for another episode next week. Thank you, Lord.
Oh. Hey, Dean with Convincing Idiots. Brian and Nick here. Like and subscribe. No, but I like this whole jazz thing we got going.
It was Van Halen. It's
okay.
Why can't this be love?
Okay.
That's what I
I still like little mouth jazz.
Little mouth jazz.
Yeah.
You were good at mouth jazz.
Give you some mouth jazz. I'll fill you up with mouth jazz.
He's good on the wind instruments, Nick.
Practice makes perfect.
Great.
There you go.